Welcome to day 27 of the Pickleball Serving Challenge. So you think you have the serve down? You know what to do, but you know what not to do? Today we're going to do a deep dive into the illegal pickleball serve. And remember, unlike tennis, in pickleball you only get one chance to get it in. Let's get to it. The first thing to know what makes an illegal serve is if you foot fault. If your foot is over the line as you're striking the ball, or you step in before you've hit it, that is a foot fault. In the middle area here, you have to be on the right-hand side diagonally or on the left-hand side diagonally. If you cross that center line and serve from here, that is a foot fault for both sides. If you're serving in doubles, this line has an imaginary extension. You aren't allowed to step outside of the court boundary to serve a ball. That is also a foot fault. Foot faulting happens all the time. Check your feet. A ball that's served and hits outside of the sideline is a fault. If the ball is served and it hits on the non-volley zone line, that's also a fault because the line is part of the non-volley zone or kitchen. Any other shot that lands on the line is good. Let's talk about the contact point. When you hit a serve in pickleball, it must be underhand. An overhand serve is illegal. The underhand serve should look like a bowling motion. Top of the paddle head is beneath your wrist, you're making contact below your waist, and the trajectory of the paddle is going upward. If you swing straight back and straight through like a forehand in tennis, that is illegal, since the paddle head is above your wrist. Illegal. What's wrong with this serve? I made contact above my waist. The paddle head is above my wrist. And I can also show you that if I go in this motion, that's illegal as well, because I cannot hit a volley serve going downward. Illegal. There is no serve and volley in pickleball. It's too good to be true if you see this. Why not? The serve goes in, that's one bounce. The return comes back, that's two bounce. That's the two bounce rule. No serve and volley in pickleball. If you really want to check to see if your serve is legal, here's a pro tip. Bring out your iPhone, put it on a tripod, film yourself, and then watch it back in super slow motion. There is no spin manipulation on the ball before you hit it. That is illegal. Some rotation may happen naturally, but you can't impart spin before hitting the ball. That's become illegal. Can't do that. Can't do that. It's also a fault if you serve out of sequence with your partner. There's server one and there's server two. The person that's on the right begins each sequence. That's server number one. Their partner number two is on the left. You don't pick sides of the court and decide who's going to serve first each round. It all depends on the score. Serving out of rotation is illegal. It is illegal to not call the score out loud. If I get up here and serve without calling a score out loud, that is illegal. Here's a pet peeve of mine that is also illegal. You may not call a score as you're hitting the ball. 0-0-2, can't do it. You need to call the score out loud and then hit the ball. After you call the score out loud, you have 10 seconds to strike the ball. 6-5-1. That's legal. It wasn't 10 seconds. It is illegal to propel the ball on a drop serve. I can't do this. That's an upward. Can't do that. I can't do this. Those are both illegal serves. Check the rule book. On a volley serve, you can toss it up, but it still has to be hit below your waist. That's fine. On a drop serve, you cannot do this. That's illegal. Check the rule book. Again, if you need something to read to put you to sleep at night, the rule book is your bet. Tennis players find it a real bummer when they learn that you only get one chance in pickleball to hit the serve in. It's in or out. If the opponent doesn't call either, it's considered good. Here's a bonus tip. A lot of people don't know this rule. You are not allowed to hide the ball before you serve it. So you can't put it behind your back and then release it. That's not allowed. You can't hide it with the paddle. They must be able to visibly see the ball. You're not allowed to obscure the ball from the opponent. You don't have to show them right away, but you have to be able to have the ball visible before you hit it. Check the rule book. I'll have a link in the description. Not sure if this qualifies as obscuring it. I think that's sort of hiding the ball, don't you think? I think that's illegal. To recap, hitting a serve legally is just fair. If you aren't sure about the rules, go ahead and read the rule book. Watch a lot of our videos. You'll see a few common things as mistakes. Calling the score out loud at the same time they're hitting it is one of my pet peeves. Another one is forgetting to call the score out at all. All these things make a difference when you're playing fun and fairly. So get out there, practice some serves. If any doubt, go ahead and film yourself and send it to a professional and let them take a look. We'll be looking for if it's below your waist as you make contact, if the paddle head is below your wrist, and if your arc is in a trajectory going upward. Those are the three things you need for a volley serve. On the drop serve, you can't propel it down or up, but it can bounce and your paddle can go any direction as far as the swing pattern goes. All these things make pickleball fun. The reason that we only have one chance, that you can't serve and volley, and that the offense is actually on the returning side is because the founders of pickleball, I believe, tried to make it more fair for the non-server. In most other racket or paddle sports, the advantage is with the server. Yes, you get to earn points while you're serving. However, with only given one chance, making these rules about low to high swings and where you're making contact part of the rule book, it makes it a little bit more challenging to follow all the rules. When you're first starting in a new game, only one of the partners gets to serve and not both of the partners after each other, like in the rest of the game. They did that to not give an unfair advantage to the serving team. Serves are getting more aggressive in pickleball. The purpose of the serve in the first place is to get the ball in play. That will never go out of style. Get that ball over the net, in the correct box, and play on. Get up to that kitchen as soon as you can and put the ball away. Or dink forever. Either way. I prefer putting it away. See you in the next video. If you found this video helpful, hit like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Legal? Illegal.